And now we're going to look at economic policy innovations. Remember, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born in a society of illiterate people. He himself never knew how to read, never knew how to write. But here he is. He comes up with economic policy measures that people learn at the university. They take 4 years, 3 years. But in just a single sentence, he says, this is how you're supposed to do it. Now, economic policy innovations. Economic policy innovations. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam established a public treasury, which the one we call in Arabic Baytul Mal. Baytul Mal. Whose responsibility was what? To take care of the states financial health, or status, as it were. He had what did he have? What did he introduce? Number one, or A, separate budgets for social welfare. For example, in our countries, whether it is in Kenya, whether it is in Somalia, the state doesn't have social welfare system. Yet there's a lot of wealth. Don't be cheated. There's a lot of wealth in Somalia. There's a lot of wealth in Kenya. There's a lot. But it is just in a few hands. The majority of the people are poor. Separate budget for social welfare. B, salary systems for state officials. He's the one who introduced and say, hey, you're working for the state, you got to be paid a salary. Even Amirul Muminun has to be paid. Abu Bakr used to be paid. Omar used to be paid. Yes, Ali used to be paid as the head of state. He's the one who introduced it. Number C, what did he bring about? Disaster relief funds. What did he come about with? If there's a flood, if there's a calamity that has struck people, the state should intervene. Number D, what else did he come about with? He developed zakat as a first formal welfare. formal welfare tax. How much money did we take from 2.5%? You have $1 billion, and you just take 2.5% of it. You have $10,000, they just take 2.5%. Yet people say, Islam is oppressive, yet it's just taking very little. Yet when you look at the tax rate, the taxes that they take from people, unbelievable tax rates. Sometimes you get 50% of your profit has gone to the states. And then you look, what are you using all that money? You've taken 50% from this, 50, and we're not seeing anything. Oh, the money goes into the pockets of state officials. The next that he introduced was succession planning. What did he bring about? He demonstrated how leadership transits from one person to another one. He demonstrated leadership transition through he's still alive and he's sick and he's seeing his life. He's coming to an end. What did he do? He appointed Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr, take care of these people. Not like the way we are. You get somebody is bedridden, but he still wants to be the president. Come on, what's wrong with this guy? Appointing deputies. Such as Abu Bakr, and establishing future presidents, future occurrences for future caliphates. What did he do on foreign relations? What a smart prophet. What a smart prophet. What a smart prophet. What did he do in foreign relations? What a smart prophet this was. Before people thought about foreign relations, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is coming and saying, we need to know how to have relations with other people. How do we conduct? The idea of diplomatic conduct starts with Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. If you want to be a good diplomat, go to the Quran, go to the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and you'll be a very good diplomat, I'm telling you. But we don't read those. The West, they came and learned from Muslims. They took the knowledge, but they said, we don't want religion. We want the good things of Islam, but we don't want to follow this religion. And then they put aside anything that refers to the Quran and the Hadith was put aside. And then the knowledge was written. Very nice knowledge. When you read it, you find, this is what the Prophet ﷺ has said, but it is never mentioned that it is Prophet Muhammad ﷺ who started this. He sent ambassadors. He sent ambassadors to where? Byzantium, the one we read in the Quran as Rum, Ghulibati Rum. Rum, the Prophet ﷺ sent. And who? Yes, Rome, Persia. At that time it was called Furs. He sent to here, what do you call this place? He sent here. What was it called? Abyssinia. And other powers. And other powers, guys. He created diplomatic immunity. Do you understand what I mean by diplomatic immunity, guys? Do you understand what you mean by diplomatic immunity? Do we understand? When we talk about diplomatic immunity, it means any diplomat who is sent to, he is free from any harassment. He is a messenger. Even if he comes with a message that is bad in whatever form and shape, he has delivered a message from the government. So he is not supposed to be done what? To be harmed. If your enemy, you're still having diplomatic relations, and the enemy comes with a message through their diplomat and says, if you don't do this, we are going to fight you. That's a message from the government. He is a messenger. We cannot harass this person. We cannot do any harm to this person. And if there's any problem that arises, we have to take him and protect him completely. And this is what the Prophet ﷺ said. He also developed rules for international. He also developed rules for international treaties. This is the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Number 8. This is the first prophet who started. Number 8. Urban planning. Urban planning and infrastructure. Urban planning and infrastructure. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the one who started guiding Muslims on how to plan their cities. Before that, how did guys used to have their cities? Not in an orderly manner. People in the city, yes, but they were like villages. Said, no, we need to organize our system. We need to organize our roads and the like. So what did he do? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he designed Medina. Look at that. He designed Medina as a model city. Within the city was a mosque, market with regulations, public hygiene standards, and neighborhood councils. Oh my God. And neighborhood councils. So we have a council of guys in one particular area, and they have their leader. And then from each area, this leader, they come together. Now they become the leaders of that particular. It is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who introduced this. Number 9, what did he bring? Citizenship model. Citizenship model. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam introduced revolutionary concepts. He introduced revolutionary concepts. Including what are these things he included? Rights of minorities. Look at that. Rights of minorities. Let us give them their space and let them continue with their culture. We should not disturb them. Let them be as they are. Number B, equal protection under law. Number C, religious freedom. Can you imagine? He gave even pagans their rights to be pagans. The right to be a pagan under an Islamic state. Number 10, this Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what did he introduce? In the area of politics, what else did he introduce? Anti-corruption systems, anti-corruption systems. Hey, you see Abdul Shakur is driving a Mercedes Benz. It's so expensive, $100,000. But if you look at his salary, they don't match. Hey, Abdul Shakur, where did you get that Mercedes Benz and your salary? Did you get it as a gift from somebody? You never got it as a gift. Oh, are you a drug dealer? Maybe. Oh, that's why you're able to get that Mercedes. This is the Prophet Muhammad said. You have to account for your wealth. You have to account for your wealth. And he even said, if you're working in the state, don't use the state machinery to enrich yourself. What did he do in that regard? He instituted public accountability. Public accountability measures. Number A, he forbade leaders. He forbade leaders from accepting gifts. Oh my God. You're a public official, guys come, hey, chief, this is your gift. Oh my God. So if somebody gives you a gift, what does that mean? He has done what to you? What has he done to you? Ritual, isn't it? What is the aim of that? What is the aim of that? Huh? To influence you, isn't it? So if somebody comes and gives you a gift, and this guy has a case, how are you going to deal? How are you going to be impartial? How are you going to be impartial? You can never be impartial. So you say, public officials, no accepting gifts. Number B, what did he do? Number B, transparent wealth declaration. Transparent wealth declarations. Oh my God, many of the leaders, that's why many people, I'm sorry, that's why many people don't want Islam, because you're a president of a country. You're a billionaire. We don't know how you became a billionaire. Or you become a president, after a short time, you're a billionaire. Where did you get all this wealth? Where? That's why many people don't want Islam. The leaders, they don't want it. Because it catches them. Declare where you got your wealth. Number C, he said, regular public audits. This is what the Prophet Muhammad said. That every now and then, the books of accounts of the state must be checked if there's something fishy taking place. You must check every time. Is the money okay? Is the money okay? To prevent the embezzlement of funds. So therefore, his legacy created. So conclusion, his legacy created a template, a template, a template that demonstrated that political power should serve moral ends. A vision that was achieved by Muslims over the centuries. Now, class, can you ask me any questions that you feel are bothering you?